Day 2 of Gaming WinterFest is live, but only one match remains, and that is the Grand Final. The closest player to get to the Grand Final but didn't make it is a Soulja from Adventure. This is his first offline event. You ended up 5th here at your first event. Is that what you expected? Is that what you hoped for? Or was the goal a Grand Final?
Yeah, I was expecting 5th place because I knew Dutchy, Kappa and Matix and Tween were going to Grand Final, so maybe I could beat Dutchy or Matix, but yeah, I didn't. It was my first LAN, so I didn't have much expectations, and yeah, that was it.
I've spoken to many people and they share the story about when they go to first offline event, they feel nervous, it's not like playing home. How was the experience for you playing at your first offline event?
Yeah, it went actually fine, better than I expected, and the tables were too low for me, too high I mean, because I'm not too high and not too tall, and for the rest maybe I want to buy a 144 Hz screen in the future because I noticed a little bit of lag, and yeah, and that's it.
And looking at the other players, like in the consolidation final, did you think that you could beat it, or was it like, okay, I'm playing for third here?
Yeah, so on my first match, I was against Dutchy. In that match, I was playing well. I was almost finalist with Dutchy, so I was really motivated to beat them, and so I knew I could do it. But Dutchy went faster and faster the next matches, and I just went slower and slower, and I was performing worse and worse. And yeah, this was probably my worst match ever at this LAN, and yeah, I could do way better than this because I was crashing every map, every round. Yeah.
But doesn't that feel good now that you know you can actually beat a guy who makes it into a grand final like Dutchy? He finished 7th at the World Championship. Does this give you more motivation to go to future LAN, Gamers Assembly and so?
Yeah, I have definitely more motivation to go to future LANs because of this, and I will make sure to practice more than this LAN, and I have to get used to the ghost car zone and the difficult maps. I'm more used to like TMM maps, shorter, easier maps, online events, team events than this format. So I will be probably way better than this. So yeah, you could see me at future LAN events.
Are you gonna go to Gamers Assembly? We know that the maps this year are gonna be easier than last year, so that might be a benefit for you. Are you attending?
It depends on who is going in Venture, because we can't all go because we're with like 16 players. So who knows? For this LAN, Dutchy asked me to go because he had a spot in his car. So I just said why not, and yeah, it just all depends on if Dutchy needs another player, if he can handle carry another player with him. So I would like to go. I think I have the time because it's in a vacation time between my school, so yeah, it could be possible.
Only one match left is the grand final. We have Kappa, we have Tween, and then you have your teammates Dutchy and Maddox. If you are to predict who is gonna win it, second and third?
Oh, yeah, difficult question. I thought about this a lot, even before then, because I knew what was going to happen in the who was going to play in the grand final. So I think I'm cheering for Dutchy and Matix, of course, but I think when I see Kappa drive on this LAN, he's amazing. He's really fast, so I think he's going first, even though Tween practiced more than Kappa, I think. So it will be Kappa first, and then for the second place, it's really hard. Dutchy or Tween, I see, yeah, one of those, and then Matix, maybe third or fourth. But I can't count Matix out, of course, because he played good on his first rounds and yesterday I saw. So he can do really good times. So if you have a good match, maybe he can go second or third. Yeah.
Last question from me: if there's Gaming WinterFest next year, do you want to attend? Is this something you want to do again?
Yeah, the event happened smoothly, so I'm happy. So yeah, I had a really good experience here. So I could see myself go again next year. Yeah, it isn't too far from me as well. Only 4 hours driving and not too many costs. So yeah, I see myself going right now.
Thank you so much for doing it, and congratulations with the 5th place on your first offline event. The grand final is live at 12 o'clock. See you then.